Now let's get to the very latest from the live desk. Our Maria Lisignoli joining us, covering take two of a murder sentencing. Maria?
That's right, Heather. After a dramatic day in court Friday, the sentencing of a murder is now rescheduled to today because the killer simply chose not to show up to court.
He was here for the verdict. He was here every day of trial. This is utter and pure manipulation.
A jury convicted David Wright for the murder of his ex-girlfriend, Mariah Samuels. The mother of two had a protective order against Wright at the time. The first-degree premeditated murder conviction automatically triggers a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole, which was what he was supposed to be sentenced to on Friday. His attorneys would not say why he wasn't there, citing client privilege. Mariah Samuels' grieving family was outraged when Wright wasn't forced to come to court. They say he has repeatedly acted out during the trial.
For him to have more rights than our family member, and she is now gone, she doesn't have any say-so in this. It's disrespectful. It's a smack in the face. We are tired.
County Attorney Mary Moriarty said the judge should have forced Wright to attend the hearing. We're going to hear more from her in the next half hour. Wright is scheduled to be sentenced today at 2:30. We'll be following those developments.
Following to see if he shows up today. Maria, thank you.
If you or someone you know needs help, you can call the Minnesota Domestic Violence Hotline. That number is on your screen right now, 866-223-1111. You can also go to thehotline.org. Also happening today, the first State of the City address from the new mayor of St. Paul.
Let's take a live look now over that city. Yes, Joel Camps at Como Park this morning. Now, Mayor Herr will provide updates from her first 100 days in office. This speech is set for 8:30. It'll be at the International Institute of Minnesota. It's over near the State Fairgrounds. It is free and open to the public. And a vote tonight could put residential buildings in one of the Metro's fastest growing cities on pause.
According to Housing First Minnesota, Lakeville ranked #1 in residential permit numbers in 2025. You drive around, it's not hard to find homes under construction like this one you see here. City leaders are now weighing the benefit of a one-year moratorium, essentially hitting the pause on new housing construction.
We've seen just a ton of people kind of come in at one time, so having the infrastructure to keep up schools, streets is difficult.
The mayor adds this is for new projects. Construction currently underway would not stop. Tonight's city council meeting is set for 6 o'clock. Perspective for you. According to the United States Census Bureau, nearly 78,000 people live in Lakeville. Compare that to 2020, when the population was just over 69,000.
Conflicting stories over peace negotiations with Iran. President Trump says an American delegation is heading to Pakistan, but Iran says that those reports are false.
CBS News' Bradley Blackburn tells us this comes as the U.S. military took over an Iranian ship trying to break through the blockade at the Strait of Hormuz.
The Defense Department released videos of the U.S. Navy firing on an Iranian cargo ship and Marines later landing on it by helicopter to seize it. On social media, President Trump said the U.S. military took custody of the Iranian-flagged vessel after it tried to get past the U.S. naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran has slammed the incident, calling it an act of maritime piracy. The president also posted he's sending a delegation to Islamabad for more peace talks, while again threatening to knock out Iran's power plants and bridges if Tehran does not accept what he calls, quote, a very fair and reasonable deal.
The president's prepared to escalate, to de-escalate. We are confident they will come to the table and finally give up their obsession with having a nuclear weapon.
CBS News has learned Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to again lead the U.S. delegation. But so far, Iran has not committed to the talks, blaming the White House's excessive demands, frequent shifts in positions, and the naval blockade, according to Iranian state media. Over the weekend, Iran reversed course on the opening of the Strait of Hormuz. The country's top negotiator now says the blockade must be lifted before the key shipping route is reopened. Meanwhile, congressional Democrats are demanding the Trump administration wrap up the 7-week-long conflict soon.
Troops have died, others are being injured, and Americans are paying $1 more for gas because of President Trump's war of choice.
The 2-week ceasefire is set to expire this week. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Several sources tell CBS News the special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, and the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, are expected to travel to Pakistan with the vice president for the latest round of peace talks.
So let's take a look at those gas prices this morning. Nationwide, things sitting just under $4, just over, I should say, $4 a gallon. Here in Minnesota, a little bit less, $3.66. A month ago, it was $3.44 for a gallon of gas.
Meanwhile, the Pope is clarifying his stance on the situation between him and President Trump, this while on a trip to Africa.
When on the first day of the trip, the President of the United States made some comments about myself. It was looked at as if I was trying to debate, again, the president, which is not in my interest at all.
The Pope stressed his primary focus on this trip is to be a pastor to Catholics who live there in Africa. This week in a speech, he said the world is being ravaged by a handful of tyrants. Aboard his plane, he told reporters the speech was written 2 weeks ago, before President Trump first lashed out on social media.